Good morning, guys. I am towards the end of running this not powerlifting program, but bodybuilding, Powerbuilding is what it's called. That was made by Jeff Nippard. There was 3 phases to it, and I am at the end of the 3rd one. So I'm pretty close. This is the second to last week before I test my new 1-rep maxes. And after that, I'll be going to Japan, so I'll be taking like a week off from lifting completely. But since I'm towards the end of it, I'm gonna post all my workouts right now so y'all can see, and I'll tell you a little bit about the main differences. Overall, I am way stronger. I wish I could show like, oh, this is how much like more muscle and this is how much better I look today compared to back then. But as you know, if you follow me from my shorts, and you've been following me from when I did my first Jeff Nippard update, and are kind of like, hey, why did you switch from doing fitness content to eating all the time? It's just, that was just like a way that, I mean, I was just getting more views that way, and I was already eating out. So I was like, well, might as well keep doing it. But what happened in doing that is I gained weight. So I was at 190, and I was doing really good because I was coming down. I got all the way down to 190. It was looking really good. And then my series started. I got up to 195, from 195 to 200. And I've been able to maintain 200 now. So it seems like I'm eating at maintenance now, I guess. So yeah, slight delay in that regard of showing y'all how much leaner I look, but you'll still be able to see because I am more muscular, so you'll see how much different I look from the beginning of it to now. So yeah, but either way, today we have legs. So I think I have 355 for a single, and before that was my max. So now for me to be hitting it at a single, and it should probably move like a 9. From here, I'll have an idea of how much higher I can go next week or at the end of next week, because I have to do a taper or whatever that's called. I think this is my taper week. I don't know. But I think I'll be at, I don't know. I think there's a real chance I'll be at 385, 395, somewhere along that like area, just because of how well 345 has been moving and just how I feel with that weight. So we're gonna see. Hopefully 355 moves real easy today.
So it's kind of loud in here, so I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear me. If not, I'll dub it over. But essentially, I just did 315. I'm just going to say F it and increase 40 pounds and do 355. I'm going to see how it moves. Hopefully this moves well, and then that'll give me a good idea of what my max can be. I'm thinking either 375, 385, something in that regard, or somewhere in that neighborhood. So let's see how this moves. So I didn't feel the weight was too heavy, but I'm not used to that load on my back anymore, or at all, because I haven't lifted that heavy in, I don't know, a few months. So we're gonna see how it works next week. I'm just gonna have to feel the weight on my back and kind of just have confidence that I have the strength to just shoot it. Yeah, now I have back down to it. I'm gonna do 325, 1 set by 3, and that's all I got for squats today.
so we just finished at the gym. That was pretty good. I had a pretty good session, I would say. I'm glad I hit 355. It moved pretty well. I was unsure. I guess since I'm not used to having that weight on my back, I was like, once I unloaded it, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be hard. And then when I got to the bottom, I was like, man, this is gonna be hard. And then after I started coming up, I was like, oh, okay, it's not too bad. But the way it feels on the way down, and before you come up, it feels pretty scary. I was a little worried for a second. But so I think next week my biggest problem is gonna be like how much of a mental or how much of a risk am I willing to take to I guess go up in weight. I know for sure I'll do 375. I'm not scared of 375. I know I'll hit 375. The question is, would I go past 375 or am I gonna chicken out? I mean, if I chicken out at 375, I mean that ain't too bad. That's a PR. That's an all-time PR for me, and I'll take it. I know for a fact I still got bench left. I got deadlift left. I'm not expecting to hit all-time PRs on deadlift or bench, but I mean, we'll still leave that for another day. But if anyone happens to like tea or something, I got a little bit of tea for y'all, or not tea, but it's just like my, I guess, some things about me. So I normally don't approach women at all, like, and then especially not at the gym. Because if you approach women at the gym, then, you know, you're kind of like stuck seeing them or it being awkward. I got to move my schedule around. I've switched gyms, like all that jazz. You know, can't really like take those shots at the gym. I mean, and then to begin with, I really don't take too many shots in public anyway. You know, my main way of communicating and getting dates is Instagram, DMs, and Hinge. Worked out pretty well for me. But so I have here at Alpha Land, I have approached two girls at the same time because I saw them at another gym and I thought they were just visiting Alpha Land and I didn't know who they were. But I just asked them, I was like, hey, were y'all at this other gym? And that was like kind of like my approach or whatever. And you know, we talked for a little bit and I was like, oh man, like I was really attracted to one of the girls, not the other one. She's also like, they're both really beautiful and they have, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like they're massive influencers. I didn't know that at the time. So what ended up happening was I was like, man, let me see if I could find them. And it was pretty damn easy because they had like hundreds of thousands of followers on like every platform. And I was like, oh, damn. So at that point, I got like pretty like shy at that point. I never like talked to them again, and they're huge influencers, so that didn't bother them at all. Like their approach literally every single day. But then there's this other girl that goes to my gym where I wasn't gonna approach her, or I wouldn't have approached her, but what happened was I used to go to another gym and she also went to that gym, and like we've locked eyes at that gym before as well. So I was like, all right, if like we keep locking eyes here at Alpha Land, then I'm gonna go like say what's up. And it kept happening here, and I'm not sure if it was one of those scenarios where like we were both looking at each other or I was looking at her and then she started looking at me because she noticed or something. But I ended up like approaching her at the gym, and now kind of awkward because I feel like I'm not too sure at this point, like how do I know if she actually wants, like if she's cool with me like saying what's up still, or if now like she sees me and it's kind of weird. So that part I don't know. I guess my only options is to keep approaching her, which I don't really feel too comfortable with. Usually I'm really used to, like if I ever make contact with someone in person, I would usually be like, oh, here's like my Instagram or something, and then from that point on they'll follow me and then I'll initiate. But this one is it's a little bit different, and like I can't really do the the following on Instagram thing, and seeing that she follows me back because she's also like, she's not like a humongous influencer, but she's a bigger influencer than I am. Like, I think even on YouTube she has more followers than I do, so she's bigger than I am. And which is crazy to even say. That's so random, like weird, kind of like that. Even that's like kind of like a cringe thing to say, like bigger than I. Either way, we got here. There was a lot of hard work that got to get you guys to follow me. So hopefully you guys stuck around, and if y'all just stayed for the update, it is what it is. I'm not sure if I'm gonna overlay it over the workouts or whatnot, but I also have a physique update in here. And yeah, that'll be it. Follow, subscribe, like. I'm on all platforms. Everything's the same. And yeah, just I'll keep posting the end of the Jeff Nippard series, and I'll do 1 rep maxes next week. I'm flying to Japan, and I'm gonna test that Friday, so I don't know if I'll have time to upload. I might edit on the plane and upload one time in Japan. So we'll see how that goes. But man, that's crazy. I'm going to Japan, lifelong dream. But anyway, too many stories in one video. So that's it. Catch y'all later.